Sleuth. I just tried to do this, and it told me to get wrecked. So, we're back. Hopefully this is the one that works. So, I was looking. Lobomon and Agunimon are pretty much set to evolve. But I think you're at 8. You're at... Okay, so they're both at 8. So, we'll start pushing Agunimon back and forward a little. Make sure he can evolve properly into his proper next stage with his Pyro Punch. I honestly only remember him using Pyro Darts from the anime, but like, what do I know? I haven't watched the anime in a while. I actually have no idea if that's accurate. I might not have been that long ago. And before it turns out that it was like last week. I could turn Titamon into Phantomon. He's apparently something we've seen but not used. Okay, that's a really strong, like, that might be one of the strongest attacks in this game. Int penetrating, extra strong dark damage with a 10% chance to kill, and 15% increase to the damage. More, please. I might get a Phantomon just to make sure that's something I have access to. Slayerdramon. How's my Cordramon at? You got 107. Aight. So. Okay. So. Hello, Kiba. Welcome to the stream. I'm double checking everything just so that I know that things can level up or evolve or not. Which so far it's looking like everything is about as far as it's gonna go for a bit. What are you doing? You sound so disappointed in everything again. I know, phone, I'm doing it. But at the same time, it's not that dumb. You saying I'm dumb? Because that's rude.
No.
Good, because that's rude.
You have to tell it. You have to program it for it to have it know that, hey, by the way, I'm already streaming. I'll allow you to turn off the alarm.
Oh, a thing that I just realized that I totally didn't point out in this one, nor do I know if I pointed it out at the end of the original series. In this game, the ABI goes above 100, so you can actually make your Digimon have perfect EBIBs. You can literally boosted gear all of your Digimon. I know, because I was looking and I was like, oh yeah, my Imperial Dramon Paladin mode is almost at 130. Oh right, I should probably mention that I'm not hacking. That's real. Keep in mind, I know, but I'm also not a smart hacker. I'm me. I am not the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, you don't need to be smart to break things.
But you need to understand the closest thing I know how to do in this game to breaking said game is the save scum thing, so that you can guarantee yourself tactician USBs. That's the only thing I know of that can 100% destroy the game. The only other thing I can think of is 3 Diaboromon, because that's dumb. That gives you a 30% chance on auto-attacking to instantly kill just about anything but a boss. And even then, even if you do fight a boss, they already have such high physical attack that it doesn't matter anyway. Hey Jacqueline, how are you? Kiba, you didn't actually answer. How are you? You just kind of came in and just kind of...
Indeed.
I am at a crossroads, because I feel like I got hit by a car, but I have a Froster and a very, very large bag of caramel popcorn that I'm not going to be able to eat myself, because it's fucking huge and sweet. It takes me a weird amount of time to eat sweet things. Oh! Okay, this is new to me. No one else, but definitely to me. On my first run through of this game, I destroyed the Digimarket, so I got it to where it's like, hey, you can get the rookies, and not even necessarily any that are good. You can get like the generic rookies, Guilmon and Palmon, and Immon and Gowmon. Those are like the popular ones. And I didn't know this because, again, my first run, I just destroyed this bitch so that I could get the cool stuff that you get for destroying it. And now I can get Vegemon, Raremon, Marimon, Mudfrigimon, Gargomon, Unimon, Wizardmon, Aquilamon, and Geogreymon. That's awesome. And Rel, welcome back. How was Bora Bora? I remember you went there for, like, your brother's birthday. Hey! That's both great and horrible. Enjoy that. Rel just got Digimon World Next Order. I'm actually excited for him because if you want to play it through, like, just yourself, like, go through once just to, like, see how everything is, awesome. Fantastic. It's actually a really good game. Sort of. If you don't care, if you give just enough shits to play through the entire game, but not enough to actually, like, do it yourself, like if you wanted assistance or something, I have an entire Let's Play of it up until the post-game, which I am not necessarily going to do, because that game's post-game is stupid. Kind of like how this game's post-game is stupid. I don't know why, but in Digimon games they seem to be like, hey, here's a post-game. By the way, you need to grind for a stupid awkward amount of time in order to make the post-game playable. Example, in this game, it doesn't matter if you are level 99 with 999 of almost everything, you are going to get your ass kicked. No way around it. You're gonna have a bad time. Like if you were fighting Sans level 1 and couldn't move. That is the level of a bad time you will have. It is unfortunate. I kind of want to play that game for the channel, but that requires me to own that game, which I currently do not.
Mm-hmm.
You could play that game for my channel?
No.
No. Not like, maybe, think of it. No, just fuck you. Get wrecked. Let's swap out to Tanamon for Kiba, Slayer, or Imperial?
Imperial
Dramon. I also just want to... I'm bad at organization. Awesome. Yeah, if you want like just like an assistant showing you where to go, what kind of thing to do. Oh shit. Why have I been hearing about that so much? Rel says my birthday is on the 25th, which I'm assuming he means August. August 25th. So I get to go and see the KSI versus Logan fight. Keep in mind, I shelter myself, so I know what's happening, I just don't know who either of those people are. So to me, it's just two idiots punching each other. Which, to be fair, I don't think I'm wrong. Rel says, wow, cool Digimon. Yeah, so right now our team our setup, like our full team at the moment, is Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, which in the original game you couldn't get until end game. Also, the way to get him was dumb. Platinum Numamon, because I'm a whore and I need XP. Valkyriemon, because it has Final Heal and Perfect Revival, also known as Fuck. Slayer Dramon, a giant dragon with a jetpack and Ivy's whip sword, but it's bigger and on fire. Titanimon, whose entire thing is that sword that goes off screen for quite a bit. It can cut through your soul regardless of what you are. Core Dramon, or Ground Dramon, which is whatever the hell this thing is. Looks kind of cool. It's a dragon, obviously, but it's like a mole dragon that's got metal parts. So our team at the moment, our end game goal team is going to be so much cooler. Logan punches KSI, KSI punches back. That's it. Yeah, that's how fights work. I've gotten my ass kicked once, or twice, or more. The Avalon server. This is our second time hacking in. You'd think they'd figure it out.
Hey, you look familiar here.
Pretty much.
Has a mustache on? No, I don't know you from Bob. Huh. Interesting.
Changes voice slightly, crouches more, so they look a little, just a little bit shorter. I picked I think that's supposed to be Terriermon. Terriermon is adorable. It's so cute. I think that was in the first game, though. I think the starters in the first game were Terriermon, Gatsumon, or Terriermon, Palmon, and Hagurumon. In this game, it's Betamon, Tentomon, and Gatsumon. And I'm pretty sure we chose Betamon because... No, we chose Tentomon because I made Tentomon turn into, eventually into Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. Because if you watch episode 1, I made sure that I put the thing I got for having the first game, the Tamer goggles, on my starter so that I would always know which Digimon is my starter. Imperial Dramon Paladin mode has those goggles, and I have not changed anything. Sorry for the echo. Apparently my headset was a lot louder than I thought. My bad. Ow, what?
And you just blew up.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I could actually get Ground Dramon to possibly evolve. Let me see how many... No, I couldn't. Not off of those. I don't have enough. What's up? New on my stream. What you eating?
Apple roll, you want one?
I'm good. I'll have one a little later. Talking to Kiba. And stream. Oh, the dog squad is down here too. Nice. They're both down here just roaming. One looks significantly more confused than the other. Rel, in this game, and in the first game, Tentomon can digivolve into Stingmon. Stingmon plus XVmon equals Pyldramon. Or in this case, I used Dino Beamon, because once you get Dino Beamon, you can turn it back and forth into Grand Kawagamon. So you can just kind of be awkward and spam that. I honestly don't know how we go from Dino Beamon in this case to Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, because that doesn't look the same at all. But that's where we're at. I don't remember. Are we using road access? Yes, apparently we are. I could just use the thing that makes it so I don't have to fight anything, but I feel like
That's no fun.
yeah. Also, I feel like I kind of need to. I feel like there are certain things I just have to fight. Like when Patamon digivolves into Andromon. In Patamon's case, it's just confusion. Like, there's no rhyme, there's no reason. It's just like, hey, this egg with wings is suddenly an angel. And human. So that's confusing. We're still getting... we're fighting things that should not be giving us very good XP, but we're still getting it because Platinum Numamon plus 3 Tactician USBs equals a lot of experience all the time.
Cool, it's cheats.
Yeah. You could be fighting like some of the weakest stuff in the game, but because of how many things you have that increase your experience, it doesn't really matter. Windclaw. There was no reason for the damage boost. The damage boost just overkill.
Damn it.
Boosted gear!
But cast you in the name of God.
Cast in the name of God, yea, not guilty! The awkward thing is, I know both of those shows really well, it's just I prefer one to the other. I am not a fan of the animation style of Big O. The weird thing is that and Trigun were made around the same time. Trigun just looks better still. Like there's no point. Like you watch the Big O, the animations, Trigun still looks good.
Of course, there's also that one anime that my girl saw. I don't know the name of it. It involves two kids in like a Japanese city, and the whole point, or the whole premise of the anime is childhood. And the fact that no childhood lasts forever, and they're kind of like stuck in this like fucking pseudo gangster fucking lifestyle where fucking the mob tries to beat the shit out of them.
You need to get her to send me this show, because I'm very confused.
I don't remember. We watched a video on it, and it was one of those things where it's like, man, that hits hard. That sucks. Like, literally you watch these two kids get the living shit beat out of them just because they refuse to move. And they're also orphans, by the way.
And that's why you should send me a link to whatever this show is, because I need to know.
The animation style is odd compared to what we have like nowadays, but it actually is pretty nice for just like, something to look at, and like the way it makes the animations work.
I'm noticing something that's really, really, really awkward. Mm-hmm. So I'm streaming, and usually when you're streaming, the chat on everyone, like everything that's happening, is 30 seconds behind for everyone watching. For some reason on my end, which could just strictly be because my laptop is horrible.
You're connected to your own internet.
Because my laptop is actual garbage. I think on my end, the chat is 30 seconds behind, if not more.
I mean, Twitch still has a 30-second rule.
I'm not on Twitch, I'm on YouTube.
That doesn't mean that they also didn't follow the 30-second rule.
They do have a 30-second rule.
I don't know if you can turn it on and off or anything, though. So.
You can on Twitch. You can, but it makes everyone watching require slightly better internet.
That's what it was. And most people don't like to limit their audience that way.
Yeah. I also noticed something hilarious. So, right before I started streaming, there's someone that I watch on YouTube and Twitch. And I figured what was going to happen is I would start streaming, and then maybe like in an hour or so, they would start streaming. They started seconds before me. Which I found hilarious.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Oh, I've also come to the conclusion that in this game, Phantomon is just fantastic. Triceramon, you need so many stats to be good. I'm at the point now where most, if not all of my Digimon are Mega. So that's good. Yeah, I can give that a try, Rel. Oh, the one thing that's going to be annoying for Gardamon to evolve into what I need him to. He does not have the he does not have the defense stat. Which is funny because he's an armored knight, and yet his defense stat is not that good.
I mean, yeah.
It's actually really, really bad. Alright. Morbid curiosity. Can I make a new... Not yet. I cannot make a new farm yet. One of the big things about this game that I kinda don't like is the fact that building up your, like, getting more farms, getting a bigger backpack, like, party space, these things do not happen quickly in this game. Actually, it takes quite a bit of time. And not even like a reasonable quite a bit of time. Like, in the first game, it was like, hey, it might take you like a few hours to get all of your stuff to a decent set so you can have like decent Digimon in your party. You can have relatively strong Digimon just like in your party and enough in your farm to where you can do stuff there. In this game, you don't get that for quite a while, actually. Like, quite a long while. Yeah, I don't think you really have mega hard. You do everything like the semi-easy way, where it's like, hey, you get really good items, you end up with less party space. That way, you don't get it until, like, there's 4 chapters left. Like, it becomes like, hey, you can't have a super good party until endgame. As opposed to the first game where you can technically have a super good party pretty early on. Maybe not super early on, like you can't have like mostly megas by the time you're at, say, chapter 3. Technically though, once you get access to the Digilab, you can get up to Mega. It's just going to take you a long time because you're only fighting in Training 1. 2 at the highest, and they don't give much experience. Well, I almost have 3 Digimon at max level, other than my 2 if we're not counting my EXP slave. If we are counting the digital EXP slave, then I only have 2. Or if we are, it's 3. If we're not, it's 2. That's how it is. Took me a second, but I got there.
It depends entirely on your perspective.
Yeah, well, if you want to try doing Smite later, send me a message on, if you have one, join the Discord server and send me a message, and we will look into doing that. Mm-hmm. Before Rel left for Bora Bora, he downloaded Smite, because apparently, I guess my streams or something got him very interested in it. So he downloaded Smite.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Now he wants to play it a little bit, but because I think if he's new, we can just do ball matches.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Then he can faff around, learn him a bit, you know. Just depends on how new you are to the game. Hey, sword was enough. Sword is the size of a skyscraper, but still, hey, sword was enough.
Wouldn't that be handy?
What, a sword the size of a skyscraper? It's always handy. The awkward thing, I have to keep this stupid little poop Digimon in my party for a while so that everything can kind of get to level to where I need it. So, Jacqueline has been, like, vaguely disgusted at its presence since she noticed it. Though, to be fair, my other 2 options are some sort of dragon mole with gills, and if you assume that those things on the back of this guy's head are dreadlocks, a Jamaican demon. Which, honestly, I'm sure everyone would be like, yeah, the Jamaican demon, that sounds actually fairly neat. I think you're an ultimate Panjamon. Fenrir sword! Ayy. It's there for the experience purposes. The issue is it is a nasty Digimon. Why is it so hard to get Wormmon? Does he hate me? In what, Rel? What are you having problems with getting Wormmon in? I'm genuinely curious. If it's in Digimon World Next Order, don't worry, you ain't gonna get what you want for a while. Like, a long while. Like, the first, I think, 5 hours of the game, you are likely not going to get what you want. Because your things will keep dying, and your evolution is random for quite a bit. So, sorry to say, but you're not going to get what you want early, just so that it's supposed to be so that you can kind of learn the mechanics and everything, and then you can start min-maxing. But like early, just go with the flow. You'll probably get some stupid shit, and then that'll digivolve into slightly better stupid shit. Rinse, repeat until eventually you get to the point where you can control evolution, and then you will get pretty good stuff. But I don't think that happens until like mid chapter 2. Keep in mind, chapter 2 is is probably the longest chapter in that game. It's like, hey, you're in chapter 2. Cool. Chapter 2 is like 10 hours of your life. Just because of the fact that you are not guaranteed to even have your Digimon live until then. Like, they will get reset a lot. So it's not that one particular Digimon is going to be hard to get, it's just that early game you have no real control, so you just kind of go with what you're given.
Do you?
Yeah. Another thing to keep in mind, Rel, you're gonna want, in that game, unlike in Cyber Sleuth, where everything kind of learns attacks itself, in that game, you have to obtain attacks by fighting. So, like, not like in this, where you fight, you level up, you get attacks. Like, certain thing, like, if you start and you're 2 Digimon, neither of them knows, there's a move called Hard Jab. You can learn it from Gaborimon, but that's a chance, and that's probably one of the easier ones. That, or one of the weird Numamon attacks. I think it's like the Filth element tree. I don't know why Filth is an entire element tree, but I hate that the options for that dialogue are, I agree with you. I think it's kind of cute. It looks sexy. Sorry, what?
With you, but I also agree with you, and it's hot, but it's not.
Well, it's like a
problem here.
It's like the the secret room data storage thing on this server is effectively Kashibe's room. You can look at 3 things. The mirror is like, oh, look, a makeup mirror. There's a dresser. In the dresser, you look, and Wormmon's like, huh? Did you find something? What's that bright cloth thing? Isn't that a bra? And then Erica looks over and she's like, motherfucker. Mega Kabuterimon, Blue, and Tentomon. Nice. At least you got to Ultimate. Like, that's pretty good. Hey, are you two taking this seriously? Yeah.
They're taking this way
good.
too seriously.
So how long are you gonna hold on to that bra? Fuck off.
However long it takes you to slap me. Do it.
The awkward thing is it's not even like she's like, oh, so you looking through her underwear, you perv? It's like, huh, shit, that's where the data we're looking for is, mother fluffer. She turned the data into underwear. Yeah, your first run of, or your first your first run of Digimon World Next Order is probably going to be awkward for quite a while, just because of the whole, if you came from Cyber Sleuth, you're gonna feel like you have no control over your life. Which usually not a good thing. For me, indifferent. The funny part of this is when Erica finds out that the data you're looking for is disguised as underwear, Kishibe comes in and she's like, "Oh, you've been looking
as the underwear."
Yes,
wow.
It is disguised as Kishibe's underwear. So then she comes in and one of her lines is, "Oh, have you been looking at my dainties? Eek, I'm so embarrassed." Though, if you look at her, no, she's not. If anything, she would rather that not be where it ends.
Oh, you already know what they are.
Erica Mishima, yes. How's your brother? What's his face? You're an asshole.
Really? Yeah,
You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for my brother and Cheetos. Who the fuck is Cheetos? I know.
I know Cheetos.
His name is Chitose, but I call him Cheetos because in English the way that it's spelt is like Cheetos. But because it's Japanese, it's supposed to be Chitose. I took Mr. Justice Warrior Hacker number 2 at Jude and made him do all my dirty work for me. She is on the road to a bad day. I blame me, but you know what? F*** you. Effective.
I blame me, but you should also
Quick question. Who is that voice in the background with an echo? Is there still an echo? If you mean the little vibrating, like the little vibration noise, that's Kiba. There shouldn't be an echo though. I don't know why there is. I've turned my headset down. Usually it's just when it's super loud there's an echo.
I don't hear me, but you know.
Hey, she's got the creepy smile now. Yay! Been so long since I've taken this form. Crusadermon! Surprise, this is my true form. I'm Crusadermon. I just kinda ganked Kishibe's body. She's been dead for a bit. And by a bit, I mean years.
Fucking dead.
But as of yet, no other human knows about this. You know what that means, don't you? I must kill you. Bingo! Smart as a whip, like your brother. And yet, I feel like killing the sister that's kind of your linchpin, not a good play. Just saying.
Usually it's pretty bad idea.
Instead, Erica, Sir Knight, I now offer you a violent and horrible death. Great. It's my favorite kind. Oh, this game is dumb, but great. Okay. Do I have... I do. Swap out Valkyriamon for Slayerdramon. Where's Akamaru? That's directed to you, Kiba.
Good question. I don't have
Yes,
Akamaru.
he didn't find him yet.
He's sleeping in the Bayak. Refusing to come out of his
Shit, that was ×3 and still nowhere near good enough.
nowhere near as effective as you wanted.
Hey, 848. Nice. Guy Element 3. Ah shit, Crusadermon has magic attacks, predominantly. That's not good. It's not good at all. It's actually really bad. Spiral Masquerade. Luckily, the turd monster has ridiculous physical defense. Ridiculous meaning max. Like, level 1, it has 999 physical defense. It's great. Meanwhile, everything else takes normal-ish damage. Best thing is, I'm still using things that are strong against what I'm fighting, so I'll be fine. The awkward thing is, because this is a plot boss, it's very unlikely that I'll lose.
But it's still possible.
Yeah. The annoying thing is, with Digimon bosses in the RPG series, just because you shouldn't be able to lose doesn't mean you can't. And just because it's... The other awkward thing is it the plot boss? Yes? Nothing to worry about. Is it a side thing that you have no real reason to fight other than completionist's sake? Yeah, it's probably going to two-shot you. Like, it is much stronger most of the time. Not bad for a human. You're not dead. Just in shambles. Crusadermon. Oh shit! A fuzz! Yup, your secret's out. My little worm is apparently fast enough to teleport to Detective Matayoshi. Probably. Is it really okay for you to do this? Your body is unprotected, isn't it? How did you contact the police? When? You little brat. How dare you? How dare I? How dare I? How dare you? Rel says, Kiba, are you still jelly that Naruto beat you in the Chunin exams and became Hokage?
I mean, Hokage can go fuck itself. That's just a lot of headache. Why would I care? And the second one, only the fart. God, that man knows how to fart. That's the only jelly fart. Man, that man knows how to fast. It's not a positive, by the by.
Thing I'm starting to question, what am I going to do for the second stream? I don't know either.
How am I supposed to know?
I don't know. Sure, wizard? Oh, I know what I have to do. I was like, oh man, go back into the internet. Nah. My job at the moment, I'm pretty sure, is to go to the... I want to say... Yeah. Go to the Tokyo Metropolitan Office. Because some serious shit's about to go down. Matayoshi, I did the thing. You proud? You proud not, Dad? You proud, Dad, that's alive? She refused to give up voluntarily, and now she's on the run. Looks like she's inside, but the place is huge. We're gonna just surround the building and then search. Fine! We'll search inside while you assholes search outside. Hey! The fuck? You know, just nerding. Even though we're nowhere near a computer, I'm just using the internet. Casually. I'm the only person in the world who can do this, apparently. Everyone else is like, motherfucker, what?
Well, that's interesting.
And she's specifically looking for the digital wave that Kashibe is letting off because she's a Digimon. Specifically a Royal Knight. Alright, where's she at? I'll tell you. But I'm going too, okay? No way, that'd be... Motherfucker. I said.
I'm going.
Fine. I could never say no to you, Erica. I mean, you can. You're a detective and a high-ranking police officer. You can kind of do whatever you want. You just decide not to. Kashibe's on the roof. Let's go. Hey, look. I'm Detective Matayoshi. Let me go past, or do you want to be responsible for a major criminal getting away? A major criminal? Alright, I'll show you. You let it go straight to the roof. Don't arrest me. I'm a nerd. Hey, this should be fun. I don't think I need to have my Digimon anywhere near set up for anything, but like, this should be neat, considering this will not be the first time some terrible shit that ends a life happens in this game. Kishibe, give it up. You got nowhere left to run. You're quicker than I thought, old man. Detective Matayoshi, but he's old man. Erica, was this your doing? You're a vicious little scamp, aren't you? I always seen that as tramp. Probably because reading is hard when you're me. Oh dear, the real world can be so cruel, can't it? Could it be that you haven't been doing your therapy? Because of me and the fact that I'm a cuck? Oh, but of course you haven't. You don't want your poor brother to be indebted to me, do you? But, going as you are, just how long do you think you'll last before you die? Therapy you've been doing isn't a standard medical practice. It's actually really fucked up. It's actually an experiment based on our company's exclusive research. Holy shit. I'm tired. It has nothing to do with the game. Or the fact that I'm streaming. It's the fact that I had to stay up until like 8 a.m. I don't remember why.
I doubt you had to.
I kinda had to.
I highly doubt you had
I kinda had to. Something that was needed to be done. Hey, cutscene! The good one! Erica just pimp slaps Kishibe. Like, girl, keep the pimp hand strong, your green hair looking ass. I see. Thank you for this lesson in pimp slapping me. My turn. The best thing is when you see Eric, like, it sucks because Erica gets hit, but like the little Memeten on her shoulder kind of pops up when it happens. Oh, Kiba. So watched video of gameplay of Pokemon.
Yeah,
Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee.
I literally just got home.
Well, if you do decide to watch it, there's one thing in particular about it that's kind of hilarious. So you know how they mentioned that in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is on your head? Mm-hmm. And Pikachu is on your shoulder?
Can be.
It is. It is.
If they're not in your team, it doesn't make sense for them to be there. Or whatever.
It seems like in the thing they showed, it seems like that's kind of a guarantee, but I don't know, because I guess they were just trying to show off the fact that, hey, it's on your team.
Hey, look, they actually do things like they do in the anime, but totally in a game.
The thing I found funny is, in the video, Pikachu's on the shoulder, like it's supposed to be. But every time you get into a fight, instead of it being like, Pikachu jumping off of its own free will, it tries to, like, cling to you, and you just whip it in the battle, like, bitch, fight! Like, I thought you were supposed to be friends. Jeez. You are aggressively throwing that cute little bastard into a battle that it obviously does not want to be in. Jump off the roof into pool. I can do it. Drive a car off the highway. Done and done. Finished already. You're more of a wimp than I thought. They were just going to fight, and then soon I'll bid farewell to this body, also known as that is not how that works. I'm fairly certain that standing on a guardrail on top of a very large building in high heels, not a thing. The heels would probably kill you before the rail does. Let alone standing on it so that, like, the heel is going downward and the rest of, like... Fairly certain that, like, just this picture right here is just, you are dead. Before it can take place.
Hello, Luigi. You are dead.
Yes.
You are dead.
Never forget rest in spaghetti.
Rest in spaghetti.
It's actually racist because he's Italian. Womp womp.
He wanted lots of spaghetti.
He that makes sense. Also, again, because he's Italian. The awkward thing is, I still can't tell whether or not the chat's behind, because I'm getting notifications that I'm getting messages, but I'm not necessarily certain that I'm getting messages.
Gotcha.
Where do you think yourself truly resides? In the real world of flesh or the digital world of Eden? Or perhaps you don't even feel that you have a self. Fuck you. Making me think with weird brain problems. I want you to continue to tremble in fear in that space between what is real and what is digital. When the wall finally crumbles, what will happen to you then? I can't wait to find out. And 3, 2, 1. She made it abundantly clear what's about to happen. Kiss, and then she jumps off the building. Tick 1 for the death count. First we had an entire classroom plus teacher. I know that there's at least 42 deaths so far. I'm fairly certain.
God.
I'm fairly certain that there's about 42 deaths so far. The only thing is, the first 41 or so, I think it's 41. I think there's supposed to be 40 kids in the class and the teacher. But, that one, like, they die, you see them die, but then it turns out Ryuji's just a dick. But Kishibe actually dies. Like, she no longer, like, if she had Eden, like, if she was just like, oh man, I have Eden syndrome, her body is dead now. Because this is not a small building. This bitch has over 60 floors. That is a lot of stories. That is a lot of height to be plummeting into the earth. Like, she lands and becomes a pancake.
Shit, no, please. No, please don't do this.
We need XXX's song Suicide. Or we don't. I don't need more of that. More knowledge, no. That doesn't need to be a thing at all. Ryuji, Cheetos, and then we get to watch Kishibe kill herself. Great! Erica is breaking down to the point where she's probably going to be hospitalized, but she is crying, doing that thing where a girl starts crying and then she puts her hands on your chest and kind of Nuzzles in while crying. That's cute.
Oh, marshmallow hug.
Sure.
Marshmallow hug. That's what a marshmallow hug is.
Okay.
Except for the crying part. It isn't required.
Yeah. Crying optional. Obviously not the good option, but you know what? Optional. In the case of Erica, 100% makes sense. Effectively, her brother is now a criminal. One of her best friends is theoretically dead, and she just watched a lady jump off of a building. Woo. The top floor of a very large building, by the way. So, she understandably is losing her shit.
I'm fucking insane!
More like she's having a mental and physical breakdown. Considering her mind is on the internet, that takes a lot to do. No, those titties were perfect. Oh, Rel says, no, those titties were perfect.
Oh my god. Get your head out of the gutter.
This is totally worth.
What the fuck? No.
You managed to reach Ryuji? No, we're still pretty sure he's on the run.
No, still dead.
He's alive. He's acting like he's a criminal on the run, even though he's done
nothing wrong.
Technically nothing wrong. I could have touched them so many times.
Oh my god. Calm down, shit.
No
need for that.
Well, I got revenge for Ryuji and Cheetos. I finally feel like I accomplished something. But because I keep forgetting that I have treatment that keeps me alive, I'm probably gonna die soon. Alright. Da 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 da. Sadly, we killed a person, but yay, we won the fights. Yay. Question mark. Territory capture, spike and shield. What the